Hello everybody and welcome back to the Amalgam Estate. Alrighty, by the way, that's like 2 videos in a row that I've accidentally messed up that final sound. Apparently it's time for a change. Nah, I think I'm just flubbing. But in this episode, we are going to be beginning at the Warrens, because I want this for the Scourge. -6 speed. On attack, you heal 3 stress. She can attack twice. And also on attack, you have a 50% chance to heal everybody for 1 health. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. 50% chance for 1 health is not exactly... Thank you. Is not exactly a lot. Up until you consider that she can attack twice per turn for multiple turns in a row. So that 50% has the potential to heal for 4 health for free, while also stress healing her for like 12 stress, which is a colossal deal. That is way too strong, and that's why I want it. And so we arrive. We bring Mizufer the Fawn with the leather brace, because more max health on the Fawn is really good. The Warrior's Cap, Gouge, Moonhoof, Maim, and Drill. We then bring the Iron Chad with the heavy boots, the miniature Doom wheel, and all of his abilities, before bringing the Silent with the hammer and tongs, the Book of Intuition, and all of her abilities, and finishing off with Godefroy, the Life Giver, who has the Astral Spider Brain, the Fermented Herring, Light Burst, God's Oath, People's Oath, and a Simple Joy. Okay, this dungeon doesn't actually seem offhandedly too bad. Plus, we do have a camp, if need be. Big issue, the Fawn, Mizufer, is on a timer. It's only gonna take a little bit before she bleeds out. Thus is the life of a Fawn. We do have to get a little bit lucky with finding the room battles, though, so here's hoping that we actually get lucky. So far, nothing. But now we do. Epitui! Okay, good. We didn't open up with one. Ow, a little bit of bleed. Not that it landed. -15% crits received, -15% crits received, and -15% crits received. Wow. Yeah, actually, this is kind of the perfect battle for Mizufer, because we don't want her to crit. Okay, but we do want her to land abilities. Scree! A butcher's cut! He misses debatably the biggest target on the team, which works out for me. Enjoy! Oh, you know what? There is some synergy here. The Ironclad can mark a target, which means the Silent with the paper cranes deals extra flat damage. Okay, good to know. Should have considered that, but I didn't know that it was a thing. So, oh well, we go for the stun. It lands. Only 10% resistance, so honestly, not too surprised. I am just gonna immediately open up with the glass knife. We don't want them getting any funny ideas now, do we? Material consumption. Well, get stunned. I don't like the idea of you getting empowered every single turn. That's my job. A butcher's cut. Luckily, we don't get bled. We're getting quite lucky. Absolute minimum roll. Oh, yeah, that just feels awful. Luckily, we have a dagger for just the thing. I am going to go for a bit of a heal. Yeah. big single target heal, plus we also get a regen. Unfortunately, we do stun ourselves, and we don't roll the 7% chance for an extra turn. Bonk! Okay, Squiddy Boy is still up and going. He goes for another scream, but it doesn't do much of anything against us. Ball and chain, flying towards us island, but it matters not. Flame cuts through their little friend. You're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Well, we still landed a crit. Are you serious? Minus 15 plus 5%. So minus 10% chance to be crit, and we still landed it. Okay, well, that's pretty lucky. You're still not dead. Works for me. Debatably, we could have gone for a corpse explosion, and that would have been a little bit more efficient. But eh. Okay, no. Scout. Hopefully we... Well? Did you... We hit him once, and he immediately took our... Oh, that just feels so bad. And we... Oh, everything is just not going to plan. Let's go ahead and go for a group heal. Okay, a little bit of regen on the side because it's quite nice. We're going to go for the stun. Oh, unfortunately it doesn't land. He goes for the hook, only to be met with fire. Ball and chain going down on the silent. It crits, which means we're stunned. Never mind. Apparently I'm mistaken. Bonk. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Trick of the trade into this one. Okay, you're both blighted for 4/3. Not bad at all. He does get an Aegis because he's below half health. Flay Skin going down on Mizufer, which is really, really bad. We're going to cure that immediately because that bleed is only going to get increasingly more out of hand. Let's go ahead and break that Aegis. We do crit again, which means that we are going to be bleeding once again, despite everything. I think... Yeah, that does work pretty nice. He only has 1 health. Oh, but just caught. 13 damage. Oh my. That had to have been like an extreme high roll or something. That's actually crazy damage. Okay, Flay Skin. We do manage to take him down. Bit more damage on the chopper, who then steals our protection. Okay, you gotta go. Bye. Alright. Let's go ahead and cure some of those bleeds, shall we? We're also going to use up quite a bit of our torches. And another room battle awaits. Hopefully this one is the last. Oh boy. Oh, that is so not who I wanted to see. Alrighty, missionaries, gotta go first. You are the most terrifying. Demon mode. The demon becomes me. Let's see, buff target. So we take a ton of damage, but we give someone else an extra action. And that's exactly what I plan to do. Extra turn. Death. Okay. I'm a little bit scared, so we're gonna go for a stun. Very low chance to land. But it does. Ow. Don't do it. Yeah. Rapture. Yeah, I was a little worried about that going off. Knight's Vow! He protects the other knight for some reason. Or the other cleric, excuse me. We're gonna go for... Stun is not going to land. Guaranteed 4 damage if we landed, which we did.
Hammer of Faith! Blinding glare!
Oh!
Mark the heretic!
Well, getting stunned there sucks. But it was also pretty likely, considering they all have 20% extra chance. I'm gonna go for Hemokinesis because... Ooh, actually, that does a ton of damage.
Behold, blood flows.
Death. Yeah, about that because, by the way, because it does a lot of damage, and it opens us up to do even more. Okay, so we've gotten rid of the 2 scary ones. Now we have to deal with the 2 annoying ones. We're gonna do that for the entire fight. Gleaming Glare is a new one. We're gonna go for a group heal. Okay, everybody gets a little bit of regen. That might also offset the bleed damage. Oh, yeah! Alright, back into warrior mode with an extreme amount of damage coming down from the Iron Jab. And now, oh, bonk. Okay, he's just about down. A few more attacks and we should get him down. Honestly, a stun wouldn't be bad. Not, oh, that was the other one.
So confusing. Look, when they've got multiple abilities, do you really expect me to be able to remember them all? No. That's not how it works. Death comes for you.
Oh, never mind.
I guess death waits yet another day.
Oh, that feels so bad. Ow. Okay, that bleed is getting out of hand, and it continues to get out of hand. 9 over 4, we're at. Okay, bunch of goodies for us. I am going to cure the bleed now. And unfortunately, we're going to have to leave the deed.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Dang, where the heck do we still need to go? There is a very real potential that we still have like 4 fights. Kinda hoping not, but you know. Okay, prevent nighttime ambush. Also a little bit less stress. No one has morality. Could go for a coffee break. That could be really good. I'm gonna go for accuracy. Twice. Then we'll go for alchemize. Ooh, really strong blight. Okay. You know what? Let's go for a coffee break, and then we'll go for 1 more accuracy. Big value. Now, here's hoping that we don't have to completely full clear. That's why it's a hope. Ugh.
Death, so says I.
Ow. Pretty good amount of damage. Okay. And here it comes. 12 damage max roll. Our potion gets a little bit of use because death follows swiftly after. Stuff for the Phantasma. We also get a bunch of antiques. I'll take that. I think torches will be worth less. And we're done. So remember how I said I hope it's not a full clear? It's a full clear. No. Yep, that's what I get for saying that it shouldn't be a full clear. What did we get? We end up with a colossal amount of gold, our monster energy, and quite a few heirlooms. We also have level 1, 2 level 2s, and a single level 3 Fast Healer, Winded. Oh, Winded actually sucks bad. Sunburned Explorer isn't too bad, and Tapeworm isn't great either. Aha! But a stranger sporting a fierce mien has approached the hamlet. He proclaims that his bow and arrows will aid us in ridding the hamlet and surroundings of corruption. Welcome aboard. Anybody else new? We've got a couple. Bulwark and the Ocean Dragon Maid. Not bad at all. Vigilante, we didn't lose you, did we? Am I losing my mind? No, we still have Flag. Why did I think we lost Flag? Maybe we did once upon a time, but I don't know. Either way, what matters is he's not... Wait, what? That can't be right. Wait a minute. What? Astral Staff of Summoning 1. Astral Staff of Summoning 3. Are you telling me that there's a Giga Nidode summon? All this time I thought the Nidode Staff was just strong as is, and there's one that's even better? Okay, well, I guess we're going on a spider quest. Hooray. We all knew this time was coming. And here it is. So, first things first, map scrap is being used because I need the extra scouting chance. We bring Bennett the Cataphract with the heavy boots, the withered apple thrust, warmth banner of the east, and onslaught just in case. We then bring Sky, the ancient one, who has the leather brace because you can never go wrong with flat max health, the snack sack, and all of her abilities. Before we then bring Parrish Dennis, the wizard, who has the dying light because more scouting chance doesn't sound half bad. The Book of Intuition, because a wizard's gotta read. Sparks Fly, Fireball, Lighting the Way, and Armor Combustion. And we finish off our little team here with Diggs, the Gem Hunter, who has the Strange Streak Plate, the Fermented Herring, Mining Away, Promised Prospect, just in case, Devious Dig, and Minecart Crash. All things considered, pretty good team. Good thing we brought 8 shovels, because wow, that would have sucked. I also brought way more torches than what we need, probably because I want to be absolutely sure that we're not gonna die. You, go last. Never mind, days didn't go off. Ugh. You did get the minus 99 speed though, so technically it did. Bazinga. Wow, are you serious? That blight chance already went off? Wait a minute. What's the chance already? Oh, it's 90% base. Wow, that is really good. That's gonna get out of hand real fast in the best possible way. There was a very low chance that Sky did not get the kill. Blowdown, dealing plenty of damage to poor Diggs. Curl up. Bloop. Okay, now we are going to shuffle back into position. We do get a crit for that torch that we used for no reason. Let's see. I think I will take a little bite. Ow. Well, you know what? You might damage me, but guess what? I get health out of it. So, nah, I win the trade. Now, bonk. Never mind, I guess we missed that 5 dodge. Okay, he's just gonna keep spamming curl up, and guess what? I've got just the counter for it. It's called Armor Combustion. Pretty good. we're gonna get a lot of use out of it here, I feel. Fireball.
Conflagrate!
Let's go ahead and take a little bit of damage so that we all get a regen. Overall, I say that it's going to be worth it. 8 more damage going down for the Slater, and we finish him with... Never mind. There was potential. There was very real potential there. Ow. If you could stop doing damage to me, that'd be real good.
And damage someone you'll never do again, fiend!
Okay, really good scout. Let's see what we got. Curio, quest location, Curio, Chip, Curio. We're gonna go upwards. 95, 90... Ah, digs.
You seem perfect for this kind of thing.
Ode. Behold, something that could never be. Death incarnate!
Yay. Well, since you're otherwise occupied, I'm gonna low roll a heal. Level up my thing. Nope.
15 crit coming down from Paris Dennis. The night vanquishes!
Try and get a little bit more loot while we're at it. And down the Crusher goes to this crit. Watch this. This crit right here. Weird. Weird. I could have sworn it was a guaranteed crit. Man, that's crazy. Oh, man, the game must be bugging out or something. Oh man, the game's not working as intended. Oh no. Well, we're at 2 out of 5 of the relics, and that makes 3. Dang it, we should have done it on digs. I know it literally doesn't have any other loot rolls, but I think digs adds a new loot roll. Dang it. Dang it. Well, you know what? I've been doing really good this whole dungeon, but I forgot right then, alright? I'm allowed to forget things, okay? Either way, we got 2 more relics to go, and a lot more dungeon to go as well. Lighting the way is mostly helping us. That extra 20% scouting chance does help. Especially when it comes to preventing a little bit of backtracking. We're gonna light the way once again for increased accuracy, a little bit of torch, and a scouting chance. Not a bad deal. Bonk. Okay, we bring you forward, only to be absolutely destroyed by a runaway minecart. We also got some stumbles. You know, this is this is super random. But if any of you guys have ever been to Disneyland or Disney World, I don't even know if Disney World has it, truthfully, I've never been. But there is a ride there called the Thunder Mountain is what I know it as, but people call it like the runaway rail cart or something. And dude, when I was a wee youngster, I thought for certain that at one point on the ride there's a goat, right? And the goat is eating like a stick of dynamite or something. This is little kid brain talking. By the way, we are going to leave the gold. I know that looks really bizarre, but trust me, leaving the gold is a better idea with digs. But like, he's eating a stick of dynamite or something, and little kid me thought that that was real. And I remember the very first time I was on that ride, just completely panicking because I was like, oh my god, he's gonna blow up the ride. And it's like, of course he's not, right? Like, oh no, they brought an actual goat with an actual stick of dynamite onto this ride, but, you know, I was pretty young. Probably younger than I should have been on that ride, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Hey, Past is the past. But yeah. Disneyland to me, right? As a little kid, it was wonderful. As an adult, I would not dare go back there. Do you have any idea how much of a hole in my wallet it would cause? But, you know, it's still fun to think about sometimes. But I honestly, as I got older, I'm not even like as huge on roller coasters and stuff as I used to be. Because as a little kid, I was all for it. Nowadays, not so much. Either way, I guess that's a bit of shadow lore for you. I don't know what made me want to go on that tangent, but here we are. Glass explosion going down, dealing a no bleed to us. In fact, only bleeding his ally, which means we win the fight. Thanks, Glass Spider. You actually just won that fight for us. Okay, so we know there's nothing this way, so I'm gonna use one of our camps. Not bad. Dude, Parrish Dennis looks like the ancestor from this pose. Just me? Maybe with a bit of a different style of beard, but still. We are going to go for Mend Banner. We're going to go for double mental mapping. We're going to go for Vanquish the Darkness. And then we are going to go for Encourage.
Wisdom tells you how to navigate. Follow the way. I know the way. Follow me.
Alright, on we go. 2 more relics await us. It's possible there's one right here, and I'm gonna regret coming this way first. But it's also possible that there's not. Ow! Okay, the crit seems unnecessary. You did not have to do me that way, but you did. I'm gonna try and stun you. Luckily, it does end up landing. We're gonna go for another lighting the way. That way we can conserve on torches, a little bit of accuracy, and a little bit of scouting chance.
A sword that slice.
Okay, a little bit unfortunate. Not the end of the world. I want more goodies, and you are going to give them to me. By the way, the fact that you can mark, bleed, blight, and I think potentially debuff as well with one ability, with one trinket, is freaking insane. And it has a chance to give you extra goodies. Like, Promise and Prospect is already, like, amazing, but put on the Strange Streak plate on top of that, bro. Money for days. That was a minimum roll, boosted by that 40%, so that sucks. Sword Slice coming down. Okay, we are a little bit beat up. Bennett is also bleeding, so I think we are going to go for the single target banner heal as soon as we can. Refractive Disharmony, dealing a bit of damage to our backline. Toxic Dampening, potentially blighting the entire team. We are in a really bad spot, so let's see what we can do. I am going to take you out. Yep. As stated,
Parrish Dennis obliterated that spider.
Okay, now we're going to go for the minecart. Okay, we get a stun, we get a blight, no bleeds, and no shuffles. That's fine. Bit of regen to prevent any shenanigans from happening with Death's Door and blights, because as you know, I've got bad luck with that. We can also break that, no problem. Let's go ahead and shuffle forward while taking you out. Even though you're stunned, you still get to explode. Okay, a little bit of stress, no bleeds. Honestly, best case scenario. I am now going to break that guard. Bye-bye. Okay, unfortunately we don't get the minus protection, but that's okay. Sword Slate going down on Diggs and Sky. We should be okay. This has armor piercing. Pretty good. Oh. Okay, we got a self-heal. I'm gonna get a group heal, though. Okay, we're all looking a little bit better. Bennett is going to have to do some pretty heavy healing this turn, though.
Parrish Dennis!
Looking healthier than ever.
Austere self-control!
Ow. Well, that bleed was gone. Now it's back for 3 more turns. Sword Slay going down once again. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I'm getting my turn ordering all wrong. I'm like, how did the Bulwark go before us? He has less speed. Well, because we know how much speed matters, but...
You are dazed! Never mind! Alright, I guess you're not.
75% protection he's up to. Ooh, yeah. We are very, very slowly whittling him down. Okay, we do end up dodging the bleed. Luckily for us, you need to go.
The night vanquishes!
Okay, now we just have someone else who's tanky that we need to deal with. Now, the reason I didn't go for the Sword Spider first is actually quite simple. There was the potential that he gets guarded and we're not able to kill him before we have to deal with the Pelagic Guardian first. Even though we can break the guard, that doesn't stop him from just putting it back on because it does not apply guard break. It only breaks the guard. What the heck is this? Obsidian chunk for the martyr. That seems bad. I think I'm just gonna leave that. 10% protection and minus move resist. Ooh. That's a common trinket, alright. So we went all the way to the top left. No relics. So we're gonna go downwards. Please at least be one. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I had to ditch our keys. So, Diggs, what can you find? Map scrap. Okay. Fair enough. Can't take that. So, hooray. Oh. We have to go all the way back just to do a bunch of fights and then hopefully get a scout that lets us find these last 2 things. All while hemorrhaging food. Are you serious? I can't even take a swing. Okay. Good lord. What was wrong with that fight? Okay, so now we're extremely short on food, but if I don't heal there, there's a good chance that we just keel over. Of course, a hunger check immediately after. We can afford one more hunger check. And then we are out. But I desperately needed that healing. That fight just wouldn't freaking end. I don't know where he got all that damage reflection, by the way. Please reveal the last one.
I need it. Please.
There it is. There it is. We found it, boys. We found it. And with only 2 food left to go. Yeehaw! We're done. And we did find a secret room, which is all the way back here, so you can freaking forget about it. What did we get? we end up with the treasure of all treasures, 12k gold, 7.5k from the quest, and the Astral Staff of Summoning, level 3. No idea what it'll do, but we have it. We're also all level 4. Sunward Explorer Assuaging is actually insane on Sky. Megalophobia makes sense. Gothic is useless. Backtracker and Koshu, not good. Okay, town is abuzz once again, but do we have anyone new? The Lexting Ninja certainly looks new. What's the other one have? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the other ninja's definitely going to be the one that we get. Kale is fine. The Hunter is okay. Sybil we still have, and we haven't brought out the Dragon Maid just yet. So, you want to see what the Tier 3 version of Nido's staff does, too, right? That's not just me? Okay, let's go see what it does. Well, you want to try and learn 3 characters at once while also trying to test out a new trinket? So do I. We bring the Bulwark with heavy boots, the fermented herring, and all of his abilities, of which I will need to figure out what they do. The Lexning Ninja, that's going to be hard to say, with the hammer and tongs, the snack sack, flame slash, I thought it said flame sash, Aikido, sand defense, and heart hunt. The aesthete, the most glorious mounted class you've ever seen, with a book of intuition, the leather brace, elite, protector of beauty, falling light, and Matrona. Before we finish it off with the Dragon Maid, who has the Astral Staff of Summoning, level 3, the Astral Spider, Brain, Call of the Deep. What's wrong with sneaking a little bite? Welcome, and I'll clean it up. What is this layout? Alright, well, let's get exploring. Luckily, we did bring a couple shovels, so these minor blockages are not going to stop us for long. Okay, we do also get a surprised round, luckily for us. Let's see, we could go for Aikido. The music is also not playing the correct music, but we're just going to ignore that. Go for Stun on You. Okay, now... Wait, what? Oh, this is a self-heal. I thought that was a group heal. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to rely on Nidode. Let's do Call of the Deep. Okay, and get our ears absolutely blown out. Oh, and that was her turn. Okay, I thought it was a free action. No, it was not. What did we get? Amphibious. Dots? Oh, good. Dots are more effective against her. Oh, lovely. Legendary Resistance. We have... Oh, interesting. So dots are more effective, but it's harder to land them on her. Okay. Siege Monster. Okay. We're good against inanimate things. Regeneration. We have a chance to just gain healing. An extremely OP plus 10 dodge and half damage reflection. And also, we apply more blight. Right. Well,
I like the little pan.
now we are going to go for... Why not? Let's rouse.
Yeah, you gotta get through these doors first.
Retaliating Rhythm going down for the enemy team.
The might of a deep.
Oh my, 14 crit riposte immediately. Followed by a 10 riposte. Okay. The best offense is, in fact, a good defense. We're going to go for Clean It Up. Ow. Well, that riposte really didn't work out for you now, did it? Ow. Unfortunately, we do get bled. Cephalocrustacean leap! Coming down. You also get a little bit blighted. Heart Hunt. This is an execute. And it works pretty good. Oh yes, it works very nice. We also do get quite a bit of healing.
I will not fall until the last drop of blood leaves my body.
Okay, now we're gonna attempt to summon Uber Nidode. Did that not count as a friendly skill? Okay. Right. Okay. Wow. All right. Fair enough. Let's go for another Elite. Okay, now we're gonna... Can we can't really hit you with anything, huh? Actually. I was gonna do a scream. I didn't know that he was gonna do it too. Well, let's go for toss. Hey. Okay, I like the bulwark already. All right. I kind of already like the bulwark. I gotta be honest. We are gonna swap around a couple of our things. We'll give you the Nidode staff. We'll give you the fish. Let's do that. Brain on the aesthete. Okay. Now that our trinkets are a little bit more in order, hopefully we'll get some good value out of them. Hi, Hakutaku! Why are you so common lately? What has happened that has made you this common? Either way, neurotoxin being applied. Wow, she just stabs them with her tail. That's... I kind of like that. That's pretty sick. It's like a jellyfish.
I cast you out of the darkness.
Okay, now we are going to go for... You know what? Let's go for Aikido.
I wish to shake hands with you, Samurai Jack. This blood could be put to better use.
Let's pray. Actually, let's guard. Can't summon Nidode yet, but that's fine. The riposte is quite good when it lands. Unfortunately, it did not there.
Voracious gullet!
Coming down, dealing quite a bit of damage to us, but we do get a little bit of neurotoxin on the shark. Okay, Voracious Gullet coming down again. This time it misses. We riposte with another 6 damage, only for more neurotoxin to take effect. Stab. Okay, Unnerving Contract coming down. Man, you guys really hate the aesthete, huh?
Death.
Okay, alright. That... I gotta be honest, that faking ability is already... It feels so good to use. Let's brace. No Nidode. Interesting. So those don't count as friendly skills. Okay. Huh. So what would count as a friendly skill? Specifically using the guard? In that case, we probably want to wait in the fight until we've actually gotten it. Okay. Let's break the guard. Oh, actually, this could count. Or it doesn't. Is it only a chance? It must only be a chance. By the way, the ninja continues to impress me because, good lord, my man is like, leaves no survivors. Well, he's been doing so well, you get the Hakutaku buff. Which one is that? Because that's what he needed, more accuracy. Okay, well, our quest to try and summon level 3 Nidode continues. Unfortunately, we have not discovered it yet. Also, because these abilities don't work the way that I thought they did, let's do Welcome. You deserve a beating. Which sounds really bad out of context. It's on me. Invite everyone to die. Sounds cool, but I think we're going to leave that. Let's go for Don't Be a Maniac and then Call of the Deep. It seems like Call of the Deep is a pretty important ability for her. I don't know if she gets bonus stuff when looting. I don't know if any of these characters do, truthfully, but we're just going to find out. Well, Bloodthirsty Blade? Yokai Slayer? Okay, that's still pretty good. Actually, don't you already have Yokai Hater? You do! You hate yokai, and so you slay yokai. I mean, that makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. Ow. Okay, we are very slowly losing a bunch of blood. Not ideal. Let's have the Bulwark loot this. Ooh. Well, I don't know if he gets bonus stuff, but he definitely got more. Okay, whole lot of nothing. I'm really looking for a fight here, game. Okay, we pass 80%. I'm requiring fights. That way we can use our staff, please. The one time I want fights, and you're not giving them to me. This is... You know what? Bloodthirsty Blade. Bloodthirsty Blade. Dang it. Okay, more food. Jeez, how many hunger checks are we gonna have? We're also down to a single shovel already. Not good. We're, that's not good. Please don't make me full clear. Okay, well, it is another fight. You have a chance to steal buffs. I'm gonna go for You Deserve a Beating. Okay. Wow, just smash them. Okay, you're blighted for daring to attack us. Okay, you're not down quite yet, but you... So that's guaranteed, too. Ow. Huh. This is working out real nice. Retaliating Rhythm isn't gonna do a whole lot of anything. We're not gonna be able to heal ourselves, so I'm just gonna brace. Okay. Next turn, we go for the guard, and that should be able to summon Nidode. We do get the 7% for an extra turn. Dude, that ability is crazy. It's level 2 and it's dealing like 20 damage. Okay, now because there is less of you, I'm just gonna Alright, here he comes. Level 3 Nidode. Here he comes. As soon as we get a turn. Hold on. I'm just, you know what? We're just gonna put down a little smoke grenade. I'm just gonna guard you again, because why not? I can. Now, here he comes. Our boy. Our spider in shining astral armor. What the heck? Where is he? Okay, wow. Just swing. Okay, fair enough. So, I'm starting to suspect something. And it's either A... either A, the trinket is bugged, or B, you need both of the summoning staffs, and it just enhances Nidode. Okay, unfortunate stun for us. Luckily, we do immediately recover. Tail barbs going down on our Durg. Let's go ahead and set up a guard. That way we can get the Giga Riposte up and going, especially because he is a little bit low health. We're going to go for a light on the Cephalocrustacean crustacean who leaps. Whale of the Tormented coming down. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to riposte that, so a little bit of horror for us. But guess what?
Baba boy.
That actually didn't hit as hard as I wanted it to. Okay, but he definitely hit plenty hard. Meek rebuttal.
The only rebuttal is my shields. Ah! Smash!
I pressed the wrong button. Dang it, I wanted to do the smash. Oh, no.
Well, whatever. We didn't need it anyway. We can do it next turn.
A little bit of healing for everyone.
Okay, Voracious Gullet. You had the perfect guaranteed crit target, and you didn't go for it.
What a fool.
Okay, I'm gonna shake your hand so I can steal your heart next turn. But not before.
I'll leave only bloody paste behind. Raw.
Okay. Oh, that took us out of Bloodthirst mode. Interesting. Okay. Okay, stance dancing. I see, I see. I'm understanding. Slowly. Tiny bit of healing for us. And a heart.
For the trophy collection.
And we didn't summon Nidode at all. Okay, so I definitely think it's either we got unlucky, it only shows up if you have the other staff equipped, or it's broken. I don't know. Considering how short and easy that dungeon was. 6.6k gold. Sickly. Oh. Sprained wrist. Oh my. He's on one mission. He takes out 3 hearts and suddenly, ow, my wrist. And Dignitary, if it was in the opposite, that would be perfect. Okay, town is abuzz once again. Anybody new? No, not that I'm seeing. Okay, I'm gonna test this, right? So, summoning 3. Dang it, you can put on both. Oh, so you have to have both. Well, at least we know. It's a both thing, not a better thing. Dang it. Why couldn't it just be simple? At some point, we do need to go after the Ringmaster. I'm just kind of scared, too. Because she's gonna absolutely destroy us. Unfortunately, we don't have many low-level quests left to do either, so now we're left with the question, do we go after another spider dungeon, or do we go after the farmstead? You know what I like? Synergy. You know what I brought? Synergy. Okay, and apparently a really good initial scout. Okay. So, we bring the Good Hunter with the heavy boots, the snack sack, blood-letting teeth into the wound, visceral attack, and hunter's salutations. We then bring the Exorcist with both of the Nidode staves, Chastise, Word of Power, Body Retro, and Benediction. Or Vade Retro, depends on who you ask. Then we bring the Sisters with the Astral Spider, Brain, the Blight Blood Crescent, and all of their abilities. Before finishing off with the Dragon Maid once again, who has the Leather Brace, the Fermented Herring, Call of the Deep, Welcome, You Really Deserve a Beating, and It's on Me. Invite everyone to die. Here we go. 90%, we got that. See, what I tell you, you were expecting it to fail, weren't you? So was I. So was I. Don't even worry about it. Alright, first fight. Let's see how the team synergy goes. Hi.
Oh my, there appears to be 2 enticing mermaids here.
Well, first things first. Okay, we do land the Blight and the Mark. God dang, 4 over 4 for a Blight is crazy. Let's do... This applies neurotoxin, so... Bop. Triple neurotoxin for our benefit. Then... Salutations. Okay, and finally, wow. Colossal hit, which causes everybody to be debuffed. We do take 5 damage, but he gets blighted for his troubles. Is that from something? I feel like I know that, but yet it could just be like a generic, ooh, it's a mermaid siren call. But I feel like I know that from somewhere. I don't know. Could be one of those things. Here's what we're gonna do. Good. You are stunned, which means you are dead. Pretty good. Swap over to the other sister and trespass. I know we could have gotten a lot more damage, but it would have wasted the blights. Minus accuracy and 35% chance to attack a random enemy. Oof. This seems like a strong attack. That would be because it is. Lol. Dude, imagine. That really is the Bloodborne way. He tried to parry her, but it was just a little bit too late. The one time I played Bloodborne. We miss a 90%. The one time I did a full playthrough through Bloodborne, probably most of my time fighting bosses was attempting to parry them and then immediately dying. So, I know the feeling. Now, okay, I'm just hot take. Parrying in Bloodborne is way easier than parrying in Dark Souls 3. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it straight up. It is so much easier to parry with a gun in a really fast game than it is to slow parry in Dark Souls 3, where everything naturally moves a lot slower than Bloodborne.
Disagree with me if you must, but I know that I'm right.
That being said, still trying to summon Nidode. Haven't had any luck with that so far. Ah, here we go. This is our chance. Oh, he's got a whole book of buffs. Second book of buffs, and the third chapter. Oh boy. This doesn't apply, neurotoxin, huh? Well, we have 3. Ow. Okay, we don't get moved, luckily for us. If we can get a kill before the sisters go, I think we'll be able to summon Nidode. By the way, that was a crazy amount of damage. We're going to go for a Blossom straight away. Unfortunately, no Nidode happening this turn, but maybe we can make it happen next turn. Let's go for a Salutation so that we can attempt to get a parry. I'm also going to go for the Clap. And that's one enemy down. Barnacle Barrier going down on the other guy. Unfortunately, you are not dead to the neurotoxin. Stress Wave, get stunned. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Visceral attack incoming. But we're also going to get another stun right over here. Help ourselves out. I'm going to go for another friendly skill because I want Nidode. It just dawned on me that I'm stupid. He's the one with the staves, not the sisters. Oof. Well, just ignore me, I guess. Apparently, I don't know what trinkets I'm putting on who. Ow. Well, we'll get it next turn, so I suppose we don't have to worry about it too much. Unfortunately, we can't visceral attack the big man, so we visceral attack the support. Okay, he does recover from his stun. Hey, one turn is still pretty good. I am going to swap over Nobody is marked for the moment, so I'm just going to trespass and hope for a high roll. Unfortunately, we got the lowest roll, so that sucks. Not the end of the world, though. Let's go for a tiny bit of a heal.
And Nightode arrives!
Dimensional Web going down. Doesn't get a stun because he just recovered. Seaward Slash. Get parried. See, we parried him so hard, he'll never take another action ever again. I am going to go for the stab. Very, very big high roll there. And then you're dead. Well, we got to summon Nightode. I didn't see anything new with the staff, but we did get to summon him, so that leads me to think that the staff is broken. Well, we got that mermaid again.
Hey, baby girl.
Ouch. If you could leave my hunter alone, that'd be epic. That would be so good. I swear I know that from somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. We are going to go for a regen on the hunter because, quite frankly, we need the health. Then we're going to go for the Giga Smack. Okay, all of them are neurotoxined, and they are also marked. I'm just going to go for a hit. Hope for a bleed. Didn't happen. Very unfortunate.
But this holy book will send you to the afterlife.
Call of the Deep is going to buff up the grouper, who I wanted to call a hunter. Ooh! Everything is fine. Everything is completely fine. Everything is totally fine. I'm telling you, everything is A-okay. Okay. So what the heck does that do? Nobody has a turn, so I'm gonna stun you so that we can get a guaranteed kill. I wonder what Slap and Submerge does. Maybe it only goes off if it actually lands? I'm not sure. Wow, that just sucks real bad. Not even close, baby. We're about to leave, so meh. 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 Alrighty, here we come. Final thing. Oh. That's why I kept the keys. Just in case we got a lucky scout. But we did not. We're done. Let's see, any... Nope. So, pretty much a full clear, give or take. But the real question is, what did we get? We end up with a colossal 9 point, rounding up 10k gold. We also get the foreign coffee for the life giver, which looks like some kind of goose. And 3 level 2s with only a single level 1. Shocker. Warpstone Scrounger. Oh, tuckered out. It's not too bad. And people also really hate the Sunward Isles. I suppose it does make sense. They are pretty creepy looking, but they're really not so bad once you get to know them. Anybody new? Not that I'm seeing. Alright. So with that being said, we are officially at 65 unique characters, along with Reynold and Dismas, who are still alive. How are we doing as far as exploration? That would have been a great time to get a boss in the cove, since we did just get the Gentle Tide. Unfortunately, it seems not to be. We also don't have too many low levels left to level. Most people are level 2 and above, and everyone else is close to level 2, so that's as good as that's gonna get, I think. We do have 3 spider quests on the map. I really, I don't want to do them at the moment. I don't think that it's going to be a good idea. I do, however, really like the idea of getting the tough ring, but it means that we have to take on the ringmaster in the next one. So I guess that's what we'll be doing to start. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. I'm just gonna fill the void a little bit so you can see what everyone's level is. Definitely not stalling because we have so many people. That is absolutely not what I'm doing. I'm just showing off the entire roster. Bye.